It's my fucking chat. Why can't I fucking type? God damn fucking you know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lazy. Thank you, Valerie.
Can you hear me? Oh, of course it's gonna freeze on me. Yes, I don't think my phone will let me. Oh, can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear
I can't see. I think I can hear you.
me? Okay. Yeah, outside because my kids are inside watching a movie.
Huh? Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Well,
No,
you're just
shoot,
gonna
I'm up.
have to listen because I'm telling my fans they just have to listen because I have to hold the stupid shitty speaker up to my ear.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I don't know what you're seeing. Probably my ear or something. It's just the way it
Still,
is.
I'm pretty sure it's just my phone being retarded right now. Here, is this better?
Hello?
Is this better?
It's a little bit. Um, whatever this iPhone, iPod, whatever it is, it's got the shittiest speakers I've ever, at least on YouNow.
Oh, I understand that. I'm on an iPhone right now.
I don't know how to explain to this person that 24 hours a day is not normal or healthy for a relationship. And I enjoyed all the 24 hours a day. So it's not like if we didn't have the fights, which I think is caused by it, um, I probably wouldn't really have a problem with it, although I would with other people, but not with her. And she thinks I'm saying I don't want to spend the 24 hours a day. I don't want to spend basically, like I have some tolerance level where I can't tolerate her more than so many hours.
I
And
understand.
then
Here's the
I've been
tell you
doing
right.
this broadcast, and she sees it, knows what it's about. She's made clear over and over again with her memory problems and stuff she has. She still makes clear all the time that she knows what it's about, what I'm trying to do with it, and she's never had a problem with it. And just as we got to the point where it's like we're in love and we're going to meet each other, now she has a problem with it because she guessed with me, and it's like I'm Skyping with her all night. We go to sleep together, and then when I broadcast, she just guessed, and then it's just the whole night we're guessing, and then when I say I don't think that's working with YouNow, she takes it as that's not working with us, or I don't want to be with her, or I don't know what she's thinking.
Here's the thing with that though. I mean, in all reality though, do you think that you could spend 24 hours a day with her in real life?
Not if no, I mean because I could. This is the irony. It's kind of a yes and no. It's kind of like with her, yes, but not with the issue she has when she becomes this other person where everything's an attack and all that. The other side of it, the hurt part that has to basically get me for everything that's attacked. I know she's not attacking me personally to get back at these guys or people, but she's doing it even if she's not aware she's doing it.
Thing is I mean, I haven't been watching your guys' broadcast for that long. I only came in a couple days ago. Well, it's been about a week now, I guess. But
Everybody sees the sad and the fights and shit. You don't see
well,
the other part.
the thing is though is like, okay, what I'm hearing today is that basically she wants you to only talk to her, only be with her, only everything has to be revolved around Rochelle.
But the thing though is, if you said that to anybody else, they they might get insulted and then they might calm down and come to you and say, okay, I see why you feel that way, but let's just do it this way. They try and compromise with you because if they realize that was what they're doing, they'd be like, oh, that's insane. She doesn't see it. When she told me when we first got together, like, I want to spend every day with you. And I said, well, what if I couldn't talk to you for a day? And she said, well, if you're not going to spend every day, then it's not going to work long distance. I took it as just I want to talk every day, and I thought it's a little bit of a stretch to say I couldn't go a day, but I did not define that day as 24 hours.
Yeah.
So that's why I took it. That's if anybody's wondering, well, why would you agree to that? This is how it all came about. Why would you agree to that? Because the
Well,
word day did not mean that to me.
okay, here's the thing though. I see her broadcast and I see her talking to multiple people. I see her broadcasting with other people. So, I mean,
But since we've been together, when she goes live, it's assumed I go live with her. And when I do, it's like we could sit and talk all night. And I don't mind that it's her broadcast. She wants to sit and talk all night with me in her broadcast because her broadcast is just about talking to people and meeting people and talking to her fans. If that's what she wants, she says she understands what my thing is about. But I mean, she knows it. She can explain what it is, and she doesn't seem to get when she says her broadcast is like that. It's almost like my broadcast is like this. I'm real. I just talk to people. Why,
okay,
but she
so
doesn't. She doesn't say, "Well, why do you have to have a broadcast?" What we don't have normal conversations like that where I could explain because it's, you know, what I mean,
okay. I mean, I don't know. What I'm seeing right now though is that Rochelle is she seems like a really nice girl, don't get me wrong.
she is. And the thing is, nobody in the room because we've had these fights because she's so afraid of everything and has been hurt so bad all the time by abusive people. I can't even tell you how abusive these fuckers were. Nobody sees how happy we are. They never see any of it.
But
I
that's the
mean,
thing, though.
it's
I mean,
ridiculous. People would be jealous as hell if they could see it. Hours and
but
days.
is if you mention one time of wanting to go on broadcast and not guest her to just talk about random bullshit, that shouldn't bother her that bad. It's not like you're on here,
Because
screwing around.
she's not taking it that way. She's taking it everything that I say in any way. Like if I want to go to the store, and I'm just going to the store and I'll be back. It's taken and she's like, okay, I'll talk to you on the store, and it's taken as I don't want to be with you. Like her response when I said about not, I don't want to broadcast, the entire broadcast sitting and guesting with you was taken as I don't want to guest with you, and she's like, I won't go in your room then. And then I'm like, okay. And I thought, well, if you want to be that way, you don't want to ever come in my room. I said, can I come in your room? She goes, yes. And I was like, okay, so it's settled then. I come in your room, so then you can spend time with me. And then the whole thing turned into, and I thought it was settled. This is what the frustration of this is. I knew she wasn't happy about it, but she can't understand. You can't always be happy about everything where I have to agree to everything you want. We have to have compromise.
Yeah, see, okay, so this is what I'm seeing in all reality.
But tonight she said she would compromise. We had this long discussion. If you listen to it, you would say, "Well, I don't see how this happened." If you could hear the discussion we had tonight, it was like a breakthrough. Every word, everything between us, you'd be like, "There's no way this could have happened if you heard that discussion."
Okay, but let me tell you this. Okay, you guys have been just, basically over the computer this whole time, right?
What's that?
Have you guys actually met in person yet?
That's the thing. I have a suspicion why this whole thing's happening. Why everything that's happened like this is happening more and more and more, and she's trying to get away more and more and more, is because now this point in time, the last couple of days, uh, and not the whole month or whatever we've been together. Just this moment, just this very recent couple of days, it's been like this, is because I just recently said I want to come see her, and she wanted to. She's looking forward to it, but she's so afraid that when I meet her, then I'm done with her. So then the moment I put in for my job and called her and said I got the time, I got the time off and all that, she's all looking forward to it. And then I know all these fears are coming up. We don't discuss it. She just suddenly waits for me to say something that she could say, I knew it. Um, and it's only happened since I like put in the time, and I'm like, I just called my father today to access some money to get a plane ticket. So that this is what's pushing the whole thing. I don't know if she's aware of it, or I don't know. I don't think she's even aware of it.
Okay, what it sounds like to me is the fact that, like you stated, I mean, basically she's scared. Either that, okay, here, there's like one or two possibilities at this point. Either she wants the attention and she wants to be able to call somebody hers, but she doesn't want somebody like in
No,
her space, or there could be the fact of flat out, like you stated, she has been hurt so many times, and
right.
maybe she found the comfort in you.
So I'm
But
promising not to hurt her, and then I'm saying I don't want to guess with her as far as she's concerned.
see, that's the thing though. Maybe she's found the comfort in you over the computer,
Yeah.
but I mean, she's excited to meet you and all this other stuff. But when it comes down to it, she might not be. I mean, she might think she's ready to meet you and be with you and everything. But I can tell you as a female, it could be one of those things where the insecurities of, okay, what about when he sees me in person?
She
Is it,
she told me that, but it's not about seeing me in person. It's about like if we meet, then I'm going to be in her house 24 hours a day with her, like up close with every problem that she has. And
yeah,
the thing is though, I mean, I can't explain to her that's not the issue. The issue is if I'm in your house 24 hours a day and I have to take a piss, I need to be able to take a piss by myself. If I want to walk out the door, uh, I don't know. If I want to do she doesn't understand space.
but see, that's somebody that has come from massive abusive relationships. When they find somebody that they think that they can put trust into, they're going to immediately try to form a nonstop bond with that person.
I
Now, I
don't.
can
She
assume,
doesn't understand that you can have a nonstop bond without being 24/7. I even demonstrated it to her. I demonstrated it to her, and I thought she almost got it. And I basically slowed down my speech because I know it makes me too intense and I get pushy with it. So I slowed down my speech, calmed down my voice. and then I took pauses and I
Mm.
spaced and I basically stopped talking for a minute. And then I talked to her and said, "See, there's a time where we weren't talking and we are fine. We're talking now. And has anything changed? Have I stopped loving you? Has it all stopped because I stopped talking for a minute?" And I paused and do it again. I did it like 3 or 4 times. And anybody else, I'm not, because of what she's been through. I just, I figured that would reach anybody else. Anybody else would have got it.
Well, see, I mean, yes and no, because I mean, okay, I can tell you from my experience. Before I met my husband, I was in a horrible, horrible relationship to the point to where I
I
met a guy.
mean, the only reason I don't tell you how horrible it was for her is because I'm trying to respect her.
Well, I understand that, but like
Is
I'm like, well, coming from my perspective, I was in a relationship with a guy. He was amazing. He was fantastic. He was gorgeous. I fell in love with him. It was like I thought I met my dream guy. Well, then I found
everyone
out.
tells her that she's not worth it and she thinks it's true. It's
Well,
bullshit.
hold on. Literally, I didn't realize he had so many problems that he did. Well, I didn't know that he was a recovering alcoholic.
Right.
He quit alcohol and he became an abusive jerk.
Right.
Literally, to the point of I wasn't allowed to go to work without him in my car with me. I wasn't allowed to take my daughter to the
Okay, but
babysit.
that's somebody who's saying he won't give you any space because he's like controlling you and
Yes.
basically, yeah. But it's like he's if he's challenged, he's saying, "Hey, who are you? You're my woman. I own you. Do what I say." That's not what she's doing. She
No,
literally
but
feels threatened
could that
by
have been
being alone.
past?
Huh?
Could that have been like her past relationships?
That guys did that to her? Yeah, that could be. I don't know all the depth of it. I just know that they told her she's worthless.
Oh, he told me that all kinds of. Now, see, when I met my
And that
husband,
everything's 100% her fault. No matter how abusive they were, it's her fault. Everything,
well, see,
100%.
when I met my husband, he tried showing me the attention. We talked online, we did all this other stuff. We talked online for a long time,
Well, now
and
I'm
then
confused because she says these guys told her that everything's 100% her fault, and that's where this comes from. But a couple times to me, as we got more tense, she started when I tried to explain to her that something she did was wrong or wasn't working or wasn't respectful of me, and it's not fair because anytime I do anything that hurts her feelings or isn't respectful of her, she points it out, and I agree to it, and I even apologize if I agree with her. But whenever I tell her anything she's done, then she's like, "Oh, okay, everything's my fault." And so it's like, well, wait a second, I didn't say that, and yet I believed you when you told me these other guys said that to you.
oh, I understand that. But like I can say, like when I met my husband, when it came down to us meeting, you got to
Yeah,
think I'm from Texas, he's from Illinois. When it came down to us meeting, I was like, oh shit, you know, everything's going great over the computer and over the phone and everything like this. What if, we get in the same house and everything changes? What if he
that's
realizes
what
that,
she thinks. She told me straight
I'm
out
aggressive?
that she knows it. She basically says, "When you meet me, you won't like me," and it's basically like you won't like me because everybody's left me and you're gonna leave me. That's it. You're gonna do it.
Well, see, I can tell you right now, and you can tell her. I've had the abusive relationships. I've had all that. And, I met my husband online and we talked for months. We finally met. We have been married now this December 2nd. We've been married 6 years. And I
I
can tell
told
you,
her. I told her if she doesn't want me to leave, I'll never leave her. And she said she believed me. But then I don't want to stay with her on Skype 24 hours a day or on the phone 24 hours a day where I can't be off the phone or Skype, or I don't want to guest with her my entire show and just be Brian and Rochelle show where I'm not allowed to do my spiritual anarchist show. And she's like, "Oh, well, then you don't want it. Then you're lying to me. You don't want it. You're leaving me. You're dumping. You know what I mean?"
maybe she just needs that insecure. I mean, she seems like she's insecure, like extremely.
Yeah.
And maybe it comes down to the point of,
If you're
she's the
so insecure that somebody spends 24 hours a day with you for almost a month, and you think, "Oh, he doesn't want to really spend time with me." What the fuck?
Well, here's the thing though. When it comes to a female, when a guy shows us all kinds of attention, okay, it's like this. Okay, so let's say you text her every morning, good morning.
No, we're on
Okay,
the phone 24 hours a day. I mean,
okay,
only when I'm not working. I mean,
okay.
yeah, only when I work. When I go to work, I'm actually surprised when I think about it that she doesn't demand. She's never, since she's so afraid and tries to break it off for no good reason. I'm surprised she's never said, why aren't you talking to me at work and break it off for that?" The way she, no offense to her, but the way she behaves, I would, I'm really surprised she's never done that.
Well,
But she knows that if I talk to her at work, she would get fired, and she doesn't want to get fired. So I guess she can't do that.
but see, the thing though, like I said, I mean, it comes down to insecurities. I know me personally, the insecurities that are there,
Yeah,
that with I had my husband, I pushed and I pushed and I pushed. When it came down to us supposed to be meeting, it came
yeah.
down to of I was like, no, 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 not yet. I can't do it yet. And
The irony of this nightmare is I have all the same insecurities. I explained to her my past, the whole thing, and she took that as you always talk about your girlfriends. All you care about is your girlfriends. Like, no, I was telling you. You told me you understood. You told me they treated me wrong. I was just trying to explain to you why I don't have the trust and why I understand you. And you're saying all I do is talk about my girlfriends. How do I tell you the past what created me if I'm not allowed to use the word girlfriend? I'm not allowed to tell you my past relationships. How do I explain to you what I've been through?
yeah, but like I said, like I can tell you with a female, like I can say from me and a majority of females out there, if it comes down to, like I said, if you were to text a girl every morning, good morning, I love you, I hope you have a wonderful day, and then all of a sudden one morning you don't text that, she's gonna be like, oh my God, what's going on? Did I do something wrong? Did I make him mad at me?
But I mean,
What?
24 hours a day.
Well, see, it's the normal. Once you become used to one thing as a female, our hormones, you have to understand, are crazy.
What? Why you won't talk to me? That's the only way you talk to me. No, I don't. Okay, I'll get off. God damn machine.